Peace to the gods and goddesses. You hear me? What it do, reflections? Welcome to this night class. Welcome to this night class. Welcome in. Spread the word. Let them know we live, y'all. See, we already got 50 individuals in here. Peace to the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. You hear me? We here to discuss this Galactic Confederation, y'all. By break ring chest look how slick. To run through the outfit. Come in. I see we at 80. Spread the word. We is live reflection. So on Instagram, let them know we live for those who are members. Twitter, let them know we live. Facebook, let them know we live. Hell, go to the forum on the website, let them know we are live. Rolling up, class. Y'all get up in here. See, we at 80. We at 80 on the night class. Y'all know I would have been in here, man. It wasn't, it wasn't me, man. It's the system. They don't want y'all to get this information. Hopefully y'all seen that I have pushed it back to 10:30. If you didn't, you'll be able to catch this lesson at a later date. It's going to be up there for you to catch it whenever. I went live on IG earlier. I tried to say the video. Instagram deleted the video. And we had, so a lot of y'all hit me up asking me. We had 150. Peace to the gods and goddesses. We jumped to 150 quick. I see y'all coming in here. Y'all ain't missed nothing yet. We gonna get straight to the point, because I want to talk about these different alien races. So I'm talking about the Galactic Confederation, and just to get you all, just to touch y'all up on what's going on. So then when you hear this name, the Galactic Confederation, you are not moving with any fear out there. All right. Like I say, I think we at a point where I could probably cut the comment zone sometimes on the site. I just don't want to cut the comment zone, and then we turn into how it is when we public, where you got some individuals, like I say, everybody not in here to laugh and joke. Some people is in here strictly to learn. So you got three different types of what's a good word I can use? I'll say you have three different eras in here. All right. So be mindful of that at all times, y'all. Y'all ain't the only ones in here. It's three different eras. You got the youth in here. You got what we would call elderly in here. You got middle age, so that's what be going on. Y'all feel me? But yeah, this live was strictly about, because Alex Collier put out a list. I was talking about it earlier when we was public, about how now that the truth is coming about us Anunnaki gods and how the black and Latino race are the creators of everything, how they not from this planet, that opens the door for it to be more life. So then that opens the door for other extraterrestrial races to start being mentioned. And when they know that's going to happen, the oppressors have to stop that. So what better way to sabotage that whole movement than by making you all believe that the people that are here to actually help you, the Galactic Confederation, are against you. Like I say, your oppressors, these draconian reptilians and Pleiadians who participated in this crime against the multiverse by trying to enslave royalty, cosmic royalty, which is the Anunnaki gods and goddesses who are now on this planet. They have to repay their karmic debt, and they're trying to tell you to turn it down a little bit, baby. They trying to take as many of y'all with them as they can. That's what you have to know. Like, they know their time is up, so now it's like, okay, how many gods can we mislead? Remember, the draconian reptilians are who? The draconian reptilians are actually the fallen gods, the fallen angels of the Bible that they told you about. And they are led by who? Zeus. All right? Zeus isn't a Greek mythological figure. Zeus is an Anunnaki god. Zeus is an Anunnaki god. And I'll be making separate videos strictly about Zeus and Satan. It's coming. But Zeus is an Anunnaki god who fell in frequency because he stepped outside of himself. You get what I'm saying? Like, he didn't want to practice our ancient ways. So Zeus, as you know him as Satan, he fell in frequency. Which is something that nobody, no god or goddess came and made him fall in frequency. And, he did that to himself. Just because he refused to continue to worship himself. He didn't want to worship us neither. That's what you gotta know. Okay? He made himself fall in frequency, y'all. Zeus did this. Okay? So a lot of gods left with him. And these gods and goddesses that left with him became your modern day Alpha Draconians. Alright? Like I said, we have a lot of different extraterrestrial races to discuss on this website. I'll be discussing them. I'll be speeding up far as discussing and really catching y'all up with the populace of these different extraterrestrials. So tonight, I'm going to read off 33 races that are presently here on the planet. And these races that are here, they are not here to hurt you. Like, I'm only going to read off the races that are part of the Galactic Confederation. Alright? So if they are not a part of the Galactic Confederation, I will not be mentioning them. I'm going to also explain to you, we have the Galactic Confederation. I actually wrote it down too. I wrote everything down. That way I got it directly from the ancestors, and I wrote everything down, like far as all these different races. Some races, like literally, we had to create a different name for them here on this planet because the name, their true name, there isn't a word for here. Their true name, it isn't a word for here. You feel me? Alright, so the weed almost rolled. Is almost rolled enough for us to go ahead and get it going. So let me start by saying peace to the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Peace means positive energy always creates elevation. Before we start every lecture, it's always imperative that I open up the lesson with the right spiritual energy. I do that to keep the frequency high. Now, as of late, I'll be playing. I had been playing the singing bowl when I was on live to start class. I used to play music, but I don't want to play nobody else's music on my website, and then they try to sue us later. So I'm not gonna do that, unless it's an independent artist. But moving forward, I'll be playing more of the singing bowl to keep the vibrations high. Now I'm on vacation. I'm out of town with the wife, as you know, celebrating her solar return still. So I don't have the singing bowl with me. Okay, so we're not going to play the singing bowl at all. However, we can still raise the frequency. Without it. Okay? Raising the frequency without it. If you haven't rolled up, I advise you to roll up. Alright, because I'm finna read off all about the Galactic Confederation to you guys. Make you familiar with who we are, you know, how we became a confederation. In this war that's going on. I've always spoken to y'all about a war, alright? So, like I said, before we get deep, I want to thank the elders, those 60 and over in the university. Thank you for being a part of the university and helping us to, you know, connect these dots amongst each other, because we can't do it with just one group. We need everybody involved. So thank you to the elders. To all the peers, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, thank you for attending the university and taking your enlightenment serious. I was just on Facebook earlier. I had to happen to go down my timeline. I haven't been on there in a minute, and I seen so many gods and goddesses that used to be in the university, and now they back shaking their ass on couches and, you know, doing all type of, you know, negative stuff that's low vibrational. And that's not judging them. It's just like, wow, you know, I seen them fall in frequency. They let themselves fall in frequency. Man, we at war right now. Don't be fooled by nothing. Don't let the nice calm days fool you. Don't get lost in, oh, it's the summertime. I mean, if you're going jets. But while you jetting, remember that at any moment, at any given time, you may get the call to activate, because we are at war right now. All right, that's what y'all gotta know. All right. Hey, babe, any of them waters cold?
Mm-hmm.
You give me a full water, please. Thank you, Mrs. White. Everybody in the university, 21 and under, you know, I appreciate you for being in the university. Don't trip, y'all. I'm gonna cut the comments on this week. We can actually comment on here too. I never cut them on though, because when we public, people focus on the comments. But I got y'all. I'll turn the site all the way up, let y'all comment. Y'all ain't really gonna give a fuck about going public. That's probably what I need to do. Turn the comments on, then everybody gonna stop going public. You see what I'm saying? Everybody can't sit in here without the comments on. And that's what I like. I like to see it's 250 of y'all right now in here with the comments. Well, 300 now. 300 live viewers in class with the comments off. That means you all are focused on the lesson. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go live every day on Instagram too still, so don't even worry about it. You had your chance to comment and say some shit. But I'm thinking about cutting them on the website. I just don't want y'all to get out of control. I need y'all to grasp this information I'm giving y'all. Like I say, it's fun to get on here and laugh and joke, but what I'm telling y'all is serious. It's not no game at all. You've been lied to about your species. You've been lied to about who you are and about your entire planet. All right, so let's get right into it, y'all. All right, so Galactic Confederation. Okay, the Galactic Confederation. What is the Galactic Confederation? The Galactic Confederation consists of 300 different extraterrestrial races. Because first of all, let's break down the word extraterrestrial. Okay, so let's go with terrestrial. Okay, a terrestrial is somebody that's native to that planet. Extraterrestrial is somebody that's not from that planet. So if let's just say you from planet Kai, planet Earth, and then you go to Mars, you would be considered an extraterrestrial because you came from a whole nother planet. Now, the people that's on Mars would be considered terrestrials because they are native to Mars. Just like if a Zeta Gray lands on our planet, he's considered an extraterrestrial. You are considered a terrestrial. No, you have to put that. Let's open the door. Oh, just open the door. Like the regular air, and it's getting stuffy in here. That way, if something run in, something get blew down. You know. All right, yeah. So you got extraterrestrials and terrestrials. Okay. You got extraterrestrials. Let me help y'all out. You have extraterrestrials. You have terrestrials, and you have interterrestrials. Okay. Okay, and you have intraterrestrials. Okay, and so let me give you the difference. Intraterrestrials are like microorganisms that live within the Earth or within the crust of the planet. Those are intraterrestrials. Okay, inner terrestrials are different alien races that live within the planet, that live within Kai, that you never seen, so they live underground. Those are your inner terrestrials. Terrestrials would be you, because you here. Extraterrestrials would be the races that are not from here. Okay, so technically, if you have carbon in your skin, you are extraterrestrial, but you've been here, so you are terrestrial. All right, now, so now that leads us back to the question: what is the Galactic Confederation? Okay, the Galactic Confederation is composed of 300 different alien races or extraterrestrial races from different planets all throughout the multiverse that came together to fight against evil, if you want to call it that. Okay? I'll repeat that again. What is the Galactic Confederation? The Galactic Confederation consists of 300 separate extraterrestrial races that have came together to form an alliance to fight against this grand threat against evil, if you want to call it that. That's the Galactic Confederation. Okay? Now, you have many different confederations throughout the multiverse. Like I say, it's 12 universes. Each universe has 999 galaxies. Each galaxy is composed of 999 planets. So, and each planet has 9 realms in it. So they'll let you know how much life it is, okay? So no, every single race and planet is not involved in the Galactic Confederation. The Galactic Confederation is literally a clique of 300 planets that have came together to forge an alliance to go against the Alpha Draconians. The Alpha Draconians, you never really see them here. They always underground. But they do send in like the Draconians or the Reptilians. The Draconians are the ones that run the Reptilians and the Draconians, okay? So the Alpha Draconians are the ops. They the bad guys. They are our enemy, all right? They are the head of the army who we are fighting against. You know what I'm saying? It's imperative that you know that they are the enemy, the Alpha Draconians. All right, now they have other forms of them that exist. They go by different names, like regular Draconians, or Centaur Draconians, or Reptilians, which are all smaller versions of Alpha Draconians. Alpha Draconians probably stand on average 22 feet to 50 feet tall. You know, Alpha Draconians, they're very huge with wings, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they be feeling like they run shit. Like you can't tell them shit, these Alpha Draconians. But they the bad guys. Okay, so the thing about the Draco star system is it's a lot of fucking little mini planets in that star system. So although the Draconians is only the Draconians, some of the Octarians, some of the Pleiadians, and some of the Andromedans. That's it. You know, they don't have a vast army, these Alpha Draconians, they don't. But what they have on their side is numbers. When they have babies just like reptiles. They lay eggs and they hatch, and they have them by the thousands, these Alpha Draconians. These are some of the most advanced, intelligent creatures you could ever see in your life. Like if you was to actually run across one, they probably would scare the shit out your drawers. Probably would shit your drawers because you've been lied to your whole life about them. But they can't fuck with you though. You are more advanced and more stronger than them, which is why they hide. They only beat you through an illusion called the Matrix, which you experience as life and time and you believe is real. Here, bro. My bad, y'all had to pass that smoke. Now I feel much better with the door open. You feel that breeze coming in? Nigga, they don't want to sleep with the door open. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it feel good as fuck, y'all. I'm on the beach, late night, door open, the moon is, the whole ocean lit up, y'all. Like on my resort, the fucking whole ocean lit up. Like, Crazy. But all y'all, I'm doing some deep videos about the ocean. They gonna be on online too. I'm gonna put them on the website. But yeah. So the Alpha Draconians, they the bad guys. All right, these are the bad guys. These are the enemy. This is the ops. Them in the Pleiadian race. I'm going to try to sit down with an artist and try to get my own pictures drawn, because when I went to Google, I really couldn't find pictures for you. So I really need an artist. If y'all know artists might as willing to draw this, willing to dedicate their talent to the university, tell them that Rashad Jamal is definitely looking for artists. I need artists. I mean, of course, we're going to do music artists and producers and models, like all that. Like, I'm really, if you have a talent, email me, let me know your talent, like, because we building everything back up and we opening the doors, and I'm going to pay y'all and all that. So, but like, I need an actual artist though, like actual painter or somebody that's very good with drawing, like not halfway good, a real drawer, so they can draw out these things that I'm telling you guys, so that you can get a better visual for for what it is that I'm saying to you. That's not my gift. My gift isn't drawing. I have a different gift. We all have different gifts here. So when I landed, I just came here to remind you all of simply who you are, and about the truth of our existence, and about the truth of your planet, and about the truth of who you are and what you are. So tonight, the ancestors told me to finally reveal some of the alien races to you, so I'm going to do that to you. It's nothing to be scared of. I don't want you to fear nobody within the Galactic Confederation. Understand that in this big war that's going on, the Galactic Confederation consists of, once again, 300 different extraterrestrial races. I'm going to name off 33 of them for you tonight, a part of the Galactic Confederation. I'll be naming off more as we continue on every day, but I'm going to just give y'all 33, and then even the 33 I'm going to name off, I'm going to have to like literally do videos on every single race. You know what I'm saying? I also have, that's why I got a book coming out. My book going to be real deep. It's going to break down the races, and I can go into more detail than even I can on a video. Alright? So, it's actually finna be fun, to learn this truth. It's nothing to fear, because the most strongest race is us. That's the great thing. Anunnaki, we the most strongest race. So if you are considered black or Latino on this planet, you are Anunnaki. You are a descendant of Anunnaki. That's why you have that pigment. That's why you have those genetics. That's why you have the DEA. Because it might not always show through the pigment. Like, that's another thing too. Don't get caught up in, so that means if you're not black as fuck, then you're not a god. No, it don't work like that. It's about the genetics, the DEA. You know what I'm saying? Because we always had different pigments. Like I say, some of us was green, blue, red, and this was back before they came. You know what I'm saying? We never looked the same. At no point in time did we ever just was all looking the same, never. So don't get caught up in that. You know what I'm saying? It's the genetics that connects us all, the DEA, the deoxyetheric acid. So, we have several different confederations. Alright? Several different confederations. That's what I want y'all to know. There's several different confederations. I'm going to list two of them. Both confederations I'm listing is on our side, okay? And I made sure to write them down. I wrote them down because there's so many. I could say them all verbatim off my head, but I didn't want to keep repeating it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say the Plutonians, right? And then I'm naming more races, and then I say the Plutonians again. You know what I'm saying? Not remembering that I already said the Plutonians. So the organizer it, and like I say, this is a university, so the best thing to do was to write it down. These different alien races, though. All right, but the Galactic Confederation, before we can even dive into the alien race, the extraterrestrial races in the Galactic Confederation, you have to understand that it's more than one confederation. And what the Galactic Confederation is, once again, the Galactic Confederation consists of 300 different extraterrestrial races, all from different planets, universes, and star systems. These are the best of the best that have came together to fight against the draconian, reptilian, Pleiadian stronghold. Alright? The Draconians, reptilians, are from the Alpha Draconians. Alright? They are from the Draco star system. But they have forged an alliance with the Pleiadians, who come from the Pleiades galaxy. So the Pleiadians, which were very powerful, formed an alliance with the Alpha Draconians, and they've been robbing planets draining planets of resources. They've basically been pirates of the cosmos since they forged their alliance. See, this is what you got to know the history of. Fuck all that bullshit history they taught you in school. You got to know the history of your cosmos. It's real shit that happened in the cosmos that you got to be aware of. Because, like, a lot of these different species are walking amongst you and they finna start revealing themselves. And you can't be making friends with the wrong species. You can't be getting cool with the wrong species because they're finna be revealing themselves to y'all. This is the time. This is the true reality that you live in. So it's nothing to be afraid of. It's just you remembering now. And they kind of primed you for it with Man in Black movies, Star Wars. That's why I told y'all, like, I told y'all before they did, like, hey, if you want to know what the life that you live, I'll go back and watch all the Star Wars movie. Go back and watch all the Star Treks. All the shit you never watched that maybe came out of science fiction. Go watch it right now. You know what I'm saying? Go watch these movies. There's a lot of them that they came out with. Every single one of them has truth in it. It ain't a science fiction movie they didn't put out that ain't got no truth in it. You know what I'm saying? All of them has a little truth in there about what the fuck is going on in the cosmos. So, like I say, you gotta understand that our oppressor is once again the Dracon. We are at war with the Draconians / Pleiadians. They have forged an alliance. They forged a galactic alliance against us 9 energy cycles ago to be exact. Alright? Which is why this is the last one. This represents completion and the end for them. You know what I'm saying? But they forged an alliance with each other or against us. The moment that Satan, it all started with Satan turning against us in heaven, which heaven that wasn't real. There was no heaven. We was right here on this planet. Good back. That was what we good at. I just put too much weed up in there. That's what that is. But yeah, so they forged an alliance, and to give you an understanding of what the Draconian reptilians and the Pleiadians, the damage they have caused in the cosmos since they forged that alliance, they're swamp drainers. Like I say, think about how pirates were. You know, when you heard about pirates, they rode around in ships and they stole gold. You know, that was the only thing they was on. That's what the Draconian reptilians and the Pleiadians are on. Except for they are worse than pirates. They are the pirates of the cosmos. Like, they have went to whole galaxies and drained them of energy and destroyed them. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, Mars has been destroyed, even in this galaxy, in the Milky Way, because this planet is in the Milky Way galaxy. In the Milky Way galaxy, look at all the planets here, destroyed. All the planets in this galaxy have been destroyed. It's only down to one, Kai. You know what I'm saying? All those planets used to be active. You know what I'm saying? You can go outside this galaxy. You can go to the 19th galaxy. You know what I'm saying? Where we at, they could never fuck with us. We headquarters. We created them. Remember that. We created them, so they can't fuck with us. But in the sense of, like, outside of headquarters and traveling to different galaxies, it's like, if we can get there in time, then we can save the day. You feel me? But it's a vast multiverse, and they can teleport to different locations. So it's like we chasing them down. And they literally conquered the entire first universe at one point in time. They had the whole first universe and the whole third universe. And we had to go back and get both of those universes back from them. Like, literally, and when you're talking about a universe, you're talking about a universe is composed of 999 galaxies. And each galaxy has 999 planets in it. So, I mean, you talking about a lot of life. And that's who these Draconian reptilians is. Like, they didn't just start this with us, Anunnaki, or this planet. They've been doing this. So we've been able to get every single planet back. We freed the entire first universe. We freed the entire third universe. We went and got the Galactic Confederation did this. We went and got everything back. And then now the only planet that hasn't been freed is this one. So what we was doing was we started sending messages down here through different individuals to telepathically to connect with you. And I mean, like, we've been doing this, like, I mean, like I say, years isn't real, but just to give you some sort of frame, because you've been taught time. So just to give you some sort of frame down here, like what's been going on. We have sent so many messages down here to this planet through many messages through many of you. We don't just try to connect with Rashad Jamal and others. Like, we have connected with many. It's just that many of you tune us out because of the light code lockdown. So that light code lockdown is a transmitter that's being emitted. It's a neurotransmitter that was created by the draconian reptilian. So you have been under a spell. You're pretty much under a mass hypnosis spell right now, which is why it also makes it hard for you to even do things like dial home. Like, meditation is dialing home. A lot of you can't even pick up the phone and dial home for longer than an hour, 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes because of light code lockdown. Alright, so it's not your fault. You just got to understand why it's hard to do that. You got to understand why you wake up some days mad, why you wake up some days and things don't seem right, why you wake up some days and, you know, this isn't you. This is literally all a part of light code lockdown. This is being emitted to you. These feelings are being put in you. And it's unfair, but that's why we got to break the trap. You got to break the system. That's why those of you who are in here, you are the chosen ones, the ones who, you know, when I say taking your enlightenment serious, like, we haven't even scratched the surface of what we're going to be talking about in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I told y'all, be patient. Don't, you know, like, understand, like, if you take your enlightenment serious, you sitting here right now because this is a different level of depth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know right now that I'm not able to reveal these names to the public yet. The ancestors ain't give me the green light to reveal these races to the public. So the races that I'm finna reveal tonight is only gonna be revealed to y'all. And I'm asking that if you do screenshot and screen record this live lecture, don't reveal the names right now. You feel me? You get the names, you know, you keep them to yourself for now. When it's time for us to reveal it more to the public, you know what I'm saying, I'll let y'all know. But, like, right now, we still gotta move with some sort of discrepancy. Yeah, the FBI and the CIA, the draconians, they listening through all our devices, through this iPad, through your phone, through that phone, but fuck them. Feel what I'm saying? To an extent, it gotta be fuck them. Otherwise, y'all won't get, we won't get no communication done. You feel me? But what I'm saying is, still though, you know, I don't want y'all to screen record that part when I name these different species, just because I just feel like right now the public ain't ready for it yet. You know, it's gonna be a lot to learn. You know, I'm finna, you know, like, even tonight I'm just gonna run down the species. You know, and I'm breaking down what the Galactic Confederation is, and I'm giving you the history of the Galactic Confederation. In our fight against, you know, Zeus and these Alpha Draconian Reptilians and Pleiadians and their army. You know, we got the Macabre Confederation that helps us as well. And the Macabre Confederation is a very big confederation, but it is not as many planets. It only consists of 76 planets that are a part of the Macabre Confederacy. But the Macabre Confederation is like, you know, where the Big Dipper is at in the sky. Where the Big Dipper is at, all those are all planets that are a part of the Macabre Confederation, and they're also in this war with us against this Draconian Pleiadian Alliance. I like to call it the DPA, the Draconian Pleiadian Alliance. DPA. Y'all hear me? DPA. Draconian Pleiadian Alliance. Draconian Pleiadian Alliance, y'all. Let that seep in. You know, let that seep in. Like, your whole life you was taught that it don't. It's just you on the planet, man, you know? So, to hear now, and even for them to admit, you know, all these generations later, like, hey, it might be others out there, like, that's a lot, you know? So I gotta ease it on y'all, too. Like, I'm finna name off 33 different races right now and tell you a little bit about them, just a little bit. Then I'll make videos about each separate race, but I just can't dump. I would love to dump and name every single extraterrestrial species, if you want to call them that, which is you know, these are all our allies. But I would love to name every single one, but that would be just too much to pour on y'all at one time. So I feel like I picked a great number. I picked 33. We'll start with 33 and we'll keep rolling them out. Every other week we'll keep rolling out more races. And then in my book, you can go buy my book. When they come out, it's going to have all the races in there too as well. Because that's a book, so I got to put them all in there. But let's try to walk through this, y'all. Let's try to walk through this. It's a lot of races. A lot of them. So, I'm going to name off the races that we are warring with, because there's more sub-races that's on our side than races we're warring with. We're warring with, once again, the Draconian Pleiadian Alliance. That consists of the Alpha Draconians, the Draconians, all the reptilian species, the insectoids, half of the Arcturians, half of the Andromedans, and majority of the Pleiadians, and half of the Nordic race. You have Nordic aliens as well. Alright? These are the different races that we are warring with. These are the races that have came and drained our planet of its resources, cut the trees down, drained the minerals, created infrastructure, created what you now know as the Industrial Revolution, where you got these buildings and these downtowns and these skyscrapers and things of that nature. All right. I told you the Macabre Confederation is a very small confederation. It consists of about 76 to about 80 planets that are on our side. The confederation that we are in, which we lead, is led by the Anunnaki gods. It's called the Galactic Confederation. Our entire Anunnaki god species is not a part of the Galactic Confederation. So what I mean by that is, as Anunnaki gods, yes, we are allies and we are part of the Galactic Confederation, and we are the leaders of the Galactic Confederation as well, because we are the Grand Master Creators of the entire cosmos. However, every single one of our species are not warrior based. So therefore, you have certain extraterrestrial races where they are just composed of nothing but warriors. Our species is not like that, so only some of ours go and actually join the Galactic Confederation in war. But however, back home on our home planet Xylanthia, the Galactic Confederation receives our full support. Alright? They like the bounty hunters of the cosmos, the Navy SEALs, the Marines of the cosmos, you know. The Galactic Confederation is like the dream team, so to say, of the cosmos. Okay, so let's read off some of the races in the Galactic Confederation. Meet the Galactic Confederation, y'all. You have the Blue Avians, alright? Like I said, I make videos about each species, but the Blue Avians, these beings are kind of like bird. They have like a bird-like physique. With feathers, they kind of look like tall blue birds. Very intelligent, highly advanced civilization. That's the Blue Avians. They are part of the Galactic Confederation. So if I name them off, that means they're on our side. You will be seeing these different beings in the future. Alright? So I'm gonna name them off. When I make a video for each race, I'll show an actual picture and stuff like that. But right now, I just want to get you familiar with the names. You feel me? And just the idea and the concept that, damn, it's all these other different races. That in itself is a lot to handle. That's enough for a motherfucker to take a week to just sit back without even hearing the race. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just naming some and we gonna work through them, okay? And another thing you're gonna notice, a lot of the words you hear like Pluto and these planets come from actual races and names, you know, because they stole everything from us. Remember that. They stole it from us, so they just remixed things and flipped it, you know what I'm saying? But let's go to the next race. So the next race is the Avens. The Avens are separate from the Blue Avians. Alright? For those of you who purchased crystals from the website, I talked about blue aventurine. Alright? If you read the description on the Blue Adventuring, it talks about how this was created by a race of beings called the Avens. Alright? The Avens created blue adventuring, the crystal blue adventuring, and we know that mineral comes from them. Which is why they even named it that. Most of your crystals are named after actual extraterrestrial races. That's another thing you need to know. Most of your crystals are named after extraterrestrial races and the planet that they come from. Okay, and you have never been taught about these planets and these different races, so they're able to get away with these names. You get it? You know, you never heard the name, so if they name a soap this, they name the soap, you know what I'm saying, they name the soap, goddamn it, asshole and tissue, and you ain't never heard the term asshole and tissue, you gonna relate it to the soap, not knowing it's an actual planet, like I told you about Egypt. Egypt is an actual planet. You know what I'm saying? An actual planet. So anyway, move right along. The aliens, you got the termins. Alright? The termins. These are some of the most advanced magicians in the cosmos, the termins, you know. Like again, the crystal black tourmaline that's very protective. It's a protective stone because it was mined and mineralized with certain energy properties, metaphysical properties, to protect you because it was mined and crafted by the termins. Okay? This is why they even call it a crystal black tourmaline. Alright? That's the third alien race, extraterrestrial race I named out for you. The fourth race, the Plutonians. You heard of a planet called Pluto. Well, that comes from an actual race called the Plutonians. Alright? Most of your purple crystals come from the Plutonians. Alright? Who they are also purple. They vibrate very high vibrational extraterrestrial race. The Plutonians. Alright? That's the fourth race. The fifth race, the Lyrians. They are all these races are part of the Galactic Confederation. The Lyrians are like cat-like people. Alright? So they look like cats by the face. They kind of have like a feline lion look to them. But they have 2 arms and 2 legs. And walk up straight. Alright, so very powerful beings. They made a whole cartoon about this race called Thundercats. Alright, these are the Lyrians from the Lyran constellation, okay? You also have the Andromedans, okay? So the Andromedans. Now, the Andromedans from Andromeda A, not B, because you got Andromeda A and Andromeda B. Andromeda B Andromedas don't fuck with us. They sided with the fucking Draconian Reptilians, the DPA, the Draconian Pleiadian Alliance, and they are against us. But the Andromedans, and those are the ones that wear all green, and they have a porcelain-like look. But the Andromedans on Andromeda A they look black. They look just like me and you. That's what I'm saying. You got you got a lot of races that are not Anunnaki God, but they look just like Anunnaki gods. They look like black. They black. Or Latino looking. You know what I'm saying? You want to call them that, you know what I'm saying? But they are different races. So the Andromedans from Andromeda B have more like a porcelain greenish-like skin, whereas the Andromedans from Andromeda A look just like regular black people you would see walking up and down the street every day. Alright? They are also part of the Galactic Confederation. You also have the Martians. The majority of the Martians were destroyed on when that war broke out on Mars. Remember, I told you when the Draconian Reptilians came and conquered planet Kai, when they came to this planet, at the same time they invaded Mars. So they invaded planet Kai and Mars at the same time, and the war broke out on planet Mars between the Insectoids and the Zeta Reptilian Greys. Alright? So, but you still have some Martians that's left. And they are also very powerful, and they are part of the Galactic Confederation. Alright, the next race that's a part of the Galactic Confederation. The Venusians. Alright? We've all heard of a planet called Venus. Alright? Venus is the actual planet, which they never lied about, but they never talked about the race, the Venusians. And the Venusians are, contrary to popular belief, they tell you that men are from Mars and women are from Venus, but the Venusians is an all-male race. So this goes to show you how they lie to you to try to contort the truth. You know, they got a saying, like I said, it goes, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. That's the saying they had. But Venus is the actual planet. They didn't lie about that. But the race on that planet is called the Venusians. And it's an all-male race. No feminine energy in the all masculine warrior race, the Venuvians. They are part of the Galactic Confederation. All right. Who haven't I named you? Oh, okay. The Nomos. The Nomos. These are your aquatic gods. A lot of your liquid entities and your aqua entities. So who are your Nomos? Your dolphins and your whales. They are a part of the Nomos. Mermaids and mermen are a part of the Nomos. They actually exist. They are part of the Nomos. Alright? You have beings like water-based beings like the ancient Titan Ocean and these other different water elemental beings that are aqua-based, aquatic-based. Okay? Like I told you, we are a spirit and soul, so this is just a body, and spirit and soul takes on different bodies. So there are beings that don't have a physical shell; they have a gas-like shell, or a liquid-based, an aquatic-like shell. Those are the Venuvians. The Nomos rather. All right. So next, the Nagas. The Nagas. These are the serpent-like gods. All right. This is they are led by Medusa. She's the leader of the Nagas, and she's also a carbonated goddess. She's a black Anunnaki goddess, half goddess, half with her. She turned her body into a half goddess, half snake-like, right? Because she's also the creator of the species of the snakes, Medusa. They don't talk about that, but she created the snakes. But she's an actual goddess from Sirius. Medusa is a beautiful Anunnaki goddess, but she now resides amongst the Nagas as the leader of the Nagas. And the Nagas are all, once again, all black extraterrestrial race. The only difference is they have arms and their torso is just like ours, but their lower body, they have no legs. They have the same lower body as a snake. And that's the way Medusa set that up, because she is the creator of that race. Alright? So, she's not the creator of the gods. She's the creator of that race, though. Alright? So, the next race we got is the Mercurians. Mercury. The Mercurians. You never heard of them. Alright? But the Mercurians are a race, an ancient race that exists. Alright? And they are also part of the Galactic Confederation, and they are from Mercury. Alright? The next race is the Sirians from Sirius C. Now, I was telling you earlier, we are from the Sirius star system, so anybody from Sirius X, A, B, or C will be considered a Sirian. But there's an actual race on Sirius C called the Sirians. You see what I'm saying? Most races within the Sirius star system have their own name. You get what I'm saying? Like, we are Anunnaki gods, Nomos, Nagas, but Lyrans, but the Sirians exist. Okay? They are on Sirius C. Now, Arcturians, the good ones. You got good ones and bad ones. The bad Arcturians all have blue-greenish skin. They are on the sides of the draconian reptilians. Remember, as above, so below. So it's duality in all things. In all races, you got good and bad. So it's the same thing with these extraterrestrial races. So you got a group of Arcturians that are vibrating high, and they're on our side, and their skin is red. Alright? So these are the Arcturians. The Floridians from planet Fluorite, the crystal fluorite that you all get, that you play with, the green fluorite, the rainbow fluorite. Alright? You know what I'm saying? You have an actual race of beings called the Floridians. This is where the name Florida really comes from. They try to give it to the Spanish, and like the Spanish created the word Florida. But who did the Spanish learn it from? Florida. This is Flora comes from planet Fluorite, which is a group of advanced, supreme, powerful beings. The Floridians are, alright, very powerful beings, these Floridians. Okay? So they exist. This is another race. I'm naming off these different races, y'all, that exist. Alright, they're on planet Fluorite. You got the Anunnaki gods, which is us. We would be considered a race. We are from Sirius X. We are the grand creators of the entire cosmos. Alright? You have the Amethians. The Amethians are the creators of the crystal amethyst and its properties. What is amethyst good for? Wisdom, crown chakra energy. So the Aminthians are some of the most advanced beings in the cosmos when it comes to wisdom, when it comes to vibration and vibratory rate and hertz and frequency and transmitting energies. The Aminthians. Alright, these are actual races that exist that have been here from you. You got the Shi'ars, alright? The Shi'ars exist. They are a humanoid race from Avan descent. Now the Shi'ars are a humanoid race. So the Shi'ars they come from when the Avans came to this planet and had sex with those human beings. And they created a race, a humanoid race, half Avan, half human, called the Shi'ars. They exist. Alright? So when they tell you in the Bible about like men, they had sex with the daughters of men, they're talking about different races that came and was visiting and created babies and created all type of hybrids. Alright? Yeah, we getting deep right now. Alright? So, after that, those of you who watch Dragon Ball Z, you heard of Vegeta. Alright? Well, the word Vegeta comes from the Vegetians. The Vegetians come from a planet called Planet Vega. Alright? This is where Vegas come from. Alright? But most of these words that you got come from energy that was taking place outside in the cosmos. Alright? So that's why when basically remember we didn't talk using words, we used telepathy. So we the alphas and we create this system for the betas. That's why it's called the alphabet beta system. You call it alphabet for short. Alright? But at the same time though, these sounds still were passed down to them from us originally. Alright, so you have another race called the Saiyans that can be found on planet Saiyan. Once again, if you watch Dragon Ball Z, Goku and them were Saiyans, okay? And you thought they just made us up in a cartoon, but no, it's an actual planet called Saiyan. And it's an actual race of beings called the Saiyans that actually exist, and they too are black. So, you got over 10, 12 different races that look just like me, but are not me, they are not Anunnaki gods. This is how deep it gets. Stay with me now. Alright, stay with me now. And I'll be doing videos about each of these races. Alright? I know y'all probably like, whoa. Heads is like, whoa right now, alright? So, you got the Kanabans. The Kanabans is an advanced race that come from the Canis Major star system. That's where this weed come from. We like smoking weed, but we can thank that to the Kanabans. The Kanabans are the creator of that property. Remember, the Kanabans they exist on the Canis Major star system, and this is where cannabis comes from. All right, so that's just one of the things you know about the Kanabans that you can just add to your checklist. Okay, you got the Nordic hybrids, and they come from planet Nordica, and they look like tall white people with blonde hair and blue eyes. They look just like Pleiadians. But they are Nordics, though, and they are on our side. I thought so. I was trying to see where that moon went, y'all. I'm right here. I can see the moon from right here in the ocean. But yeah, though. So the Nordics, they are on our side. The Nordic hybrids, all right? Now, you got the Saturnians. Once again, all these races I'm naming off are part of the Galactic Confederation. The Saturnians come from Saturn. Alright? You know the planet Saturn, but it don't got no rings around it like they show it to you. They don't have no rings around it at all. They lying about that. But it's a group of race of beings that live there called the Saturnians. They are a part of the Galactic Confederation as well. Alright, the next group is a part of the Galactic Confederation. Alright? The Thanagarians. The Thanagarians come from a planet called Thanagar. They are a part of the Galactic Confederation. Alright, you also got the Small Grays, aka the Little Green Man. They are a part of the Galactic Confederation. Alright, because you got Zeta Grays, which are your tall ones. Alright? But then you got the Small Grays, or aka the Little Green Man. Alright, and these are the ones that's a part of the Galactic Confederation, the Little Green Man. Alright, you got the Yakora. Alright, the Yakora are an advanced group of beings that are good with, what's the word I can find for it? They're good with making weapons, alright? So a lot of people go to them to have weapons made, you know what I'm saying? They go to them for almost like Neo went to the Oracle in the Matrix. You get what I'm saying? But the Yakora, they come from a planet called Planet York, and they look just like big ass camels. They actually showed you the Yakora on Star Trek. Like a lot of these beings they showed you on Star Trek, aliens races, they actually exist. They wasn't making shit up. All right, I'm just trying to go down the list to make sure I ain't say nothing twice. All right, the Grand. The Grand come from the Grande star system. All right, the Grand, they showed you them in Star Wars too. They got 3 eyes. They hang off their head, and they funny looking. And they like to joke and have fun. These are the Grand. All right, they exist as well. All right, so let's keep going. You got the Davaronians. The Davaronians come from the Dava star system. You get what I'm saying? To give you an example of how the Davaronians look, think about the pictures you have seen of Satan with the horns and the face and red and looking all. That's how they look. The Davaronians. So let's keep it going. Then you got the Duros. They come from planet Duro. All right, you got the Neomodians from planet Nemo. You want to know, just like the fish Nemo. All right, you got a race of beings called the Neomodians, not Nemo, but the Neomodians. All right, and they come from a planet called Nemo. Nemo is a planet in the first universe. All right, not just a movie; it's an actual planet. That's why it was called Finding Nemo. You get what I'm saying? Because they trying to find Nemo so they can find the Neomodians. All right, because the Neomodians are gatekeepers. The Neomodians will be the draconian reptilians, the only way off this planet. You get what I'm saying? And to escape the ass whooping from us. So it get deep. The Ewoks, you heard about them in Star Wars. The Ewoks actually exist. They come from planet Ewo. Alright, it's a planet called Ewo, also located in the second universe. And this is where Ewoks come from. And they showed you Ewoks in Star Trek. Alright. You got another alien race called the Chiss. They come from a planet called Chisla. Spelled Csilla. The Chiss. And then you got the Tusken Raiders. They showed you them also in Star Wars and Star Trek. They come from a planet called Tuskegee. And this is where Tuskegee comes from. Most of y'all think Tuskegee comes from the Tuskegee Institute. Mm-hmm. No, that's not where it comes from. It comes from a planet. The original planet was called Tuskegee, and the beings the beings that inhabit that planet are called Tuskegee Raiders. Go watch Star Trek if you want to know how the Tuskegee Raiders operate. If you want to know how they move, go watch Star Trek. Period. If you want to know how the Tuskegee Raiders operate, go watch Star Trek. You have a better vibe for them, but they come from planet Tuskegee, so that's not just no institute. And last but not least, all right, the Jedi Knights. Yoda, although they never said his race, Yoda was a Jedi Knight. That's how he was able to teach Luke how to be a Jedi Knight. The Jedi Knights actually exist. Alright? And they come from a planet called Planet Jedediah. So, and Planet Jedediah is also located in the 8th universe, where I'm at. So, the funny thing is, like I say, they put all this shit in movies, man. And now they gotta sit here and reveal all this shit to the public, and it's gonna come tumbling down because so many of you all are waking up. So many people are waking up and seeing this shit break through. But when you see how many things they have used the same names and stolen shit, that's gonna blow you. Hey, baby, hand me one of the pictures. That's gonna blow you, Reflection. So I just list off 33 different alien races that are a part of, or extraterrestrial species that are a part of this Galactic Confederation. The Galactic Confederation consists of 300 different extraterrestrial species, alright, that are here to help fight on your side, on your behalf, against the DPA, the Draconian Pleiadian Alliance. That's the best way to word it. You know what I'm saying? And these are the people that's running your world and doing everything to you. Alright, so I caught y'all in class tonight, and I'll catch y'all in class tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. We're going to do class tomorrow night. I'm finna get out here, give me some rest. I'm finna get out here, get up out of here on y'all. Transcend the realm. Go to another plane. Multi-dimensional beings. You see what I'm saying? I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. You feel me? I'm coming back to the realm though. You feel me? But I want y'all to play this video back. Study all the names I just told you. Just study them. Because when I start doing videos on them, I need y'all to remember them names. Also, don't reveal all them names to the public. Because I'm not going to get on Instagram and reveal them names. YouTube, no well. I told y'all that so y'all can know what's going on. Because they finna tell y'all the same shit anyway. But they gonna try to flip it and re-rock it and do a bunch of other shit. They already saying that the new Anunnaki gods are gonna be coming to the planet line saying that they were the creators. They already saying that. They already saying that, y'all. Alex Collier said it. So, there it go. And I told y'all that too. It was coming. So, because it's coming, it's time for y'all to learn about all these different races and who you are. You learn who you are, but meet your friends. It's time to meet your friends. It's time to meet your neighbors, your cosmic neighbors, so that you can get all your power back. Because let's not forget, you created everything. Peace to the gods and gods to the planet Kai. I opened up this live lecture, this lesson tonight on positive energy, and I'm going to leave the same way I came. I'll see y'all in class tomorrow, 9:39 p.m. We right back here with a night class. Y'all know I'm out of town right now, so we're going to be doing night class all week until I get back to the house. Well, I am at the house. The planet is my house, too. Peace to the gods and gods of the planet Kai. Now we rise. One.